Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of
The Wonderful World of Romero.
That's Right. And this is
Romero.
this is Romero and this is Daddy. And this is what episode are we on now, Romero?
7.
Episode 7. And just in case you had trouble hearing us, bring that closer. And what are we talking about today, Romero?
We're talking about 2 new signs and also some other ones that we didn't introduce.
Some new signs to the community, huh?
There's actually 7 of them that we're going to introduce, but not all of them. Are new.
Okay, sounds
2 of
good.
them are new, but I don't just introduce the new signs.
Okay,
I introduce ones that we haven't introduced, but they may not be new.
Okay. We'll put those right there, and you can grab one as we...
There are 2 that are new. Harold the Third and Fudgy.
We're going to meet Harold the Third, which we teased that, didn't we, in the last episode, that we were going to introduce everyone to Harold the Third.
No, the last 2.
The last 2 episodes we've been teasing it. Okay, so now my question is, how are you doing today?
Good.
And how has your week been?
Good.
Anything exciting happened for you this week? Anything happened this week?
Not really, no.
No, nothing happened, like in our family or in the world? Anything you want to...
What?
All right. So let's move on with the show. What would you like to say today in introduction? Oh, you're going to bring out a sign first? Okay.
Harold the Third.
Harold the Third. And what is Harold the Third's job? Obviously taking over for Harold the Second. And what do they do?
We also have Harold the Plastic.
That's right. And what job do all of these Heralds do?
They both do the same thing. Tell cars to stop.
Now, why is it important for them to do their job and to go to work every day?
Because they need to tell cars to stop.
Yeah, what would happen if they weren't there?
They may crash.
They would probably crash, right? Because they would just drive out into intersections.
Not every intersection has a stop sign. Just the ones where I really need one.
Yeah, what do other intersections have instead?
Nothing, or they have a yield sign.
Yeah, any kind of electrical device sometimes used at intersections or real busy ones?
Well, there I just use a traffic light.
That's the answer I was looking for, traffic light. And did we see a traffic light right here in Shrewsbury that's really funny this week? What happens when we were going down one of our favorite streets and there's a red light pointing at what? Do you remember?
Irita.
Yeah, what is the red light there pointing at? It's funny looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it funny looking? Do you remember?
Because
it looks like it's directed at what? Someone's
driveway.
Yeah, it looks like it's right in front of someone's driveway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like someone has to wait to come out. They have their own set of traffic lights to come out of their driveway. That is really silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what else do you want to tell us about Harold the Third? What else do you want to tell us? Does he like pizza?
Yeah.
What else does he eat?
He eats all kinds of scraps.
All kinds of scraps, like metal scraps, wood scraps.
All kinds of scraps, like scraps of food, scraps of nuts, scraps of
those kinds of things.
They even eat coins that
He eats coins. That's an expensive meal, isn't it? To eat coins.
they all do. Even if they end up with a coin and they don't have a use for it, they'll just eat it.
They'll just eat a coin they have no use for. Excellent. Do they use any condiments on those coins?
What?
Do they use any condiments? Any mayonnaise, mustard?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they like with their coins?
They have a favorite dish, a coin and two hats.
A coin and well, let's hold on to ours so that they don't eat our hats, right?
Yeah.
Who else you got to introduce us to today? Go ahead and reach down there and get your friends.
Fudgy.
All right, and let's talk about Mr. Fudgy here. And what does that say on Fudgy?
Fudgywar Ave.
Fudgywar Ave. And where on earth is Fudgywar Ave?
Not Fudgywar Ave. Fudgywar Ave.
Fudgywar, excuse me.
But the name is Fudgy.
Got it.
The name of the sign is Fudgy, but the name of the road is Fudgywar Ave.
And where do we find Fudgywar Ave?
Tuska.
Tuska. Okay, is it a busy road, a residential road? What kind of place is it?
Not very busy.
Not very busy. By the way, to
it
everybody,
doesn't even have telephone poles. Just street lights.
Just street lights. Huh? They just float. They hover.
Well, it's all the power lines are underground.
Oh, it's one of those modern places, isn't it? With underground wires, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And off of it, there's a place called Berry for Free, where you can get any berry you want, including kuzas. Even though they're not very common, you can still get them.
You can get kuzas there?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a kuza?
Yeah.
I've never had kuzas. Are they good?
Yeah. Not everyone would like them, but I do.
Interesting. I'd like to mention to everyone my wardrobe today is selected by this guy, Romero. That's why I'm wearing shades in the house in a video, because this guy here thinks I should. So he is the fashion director on set. So I just listen to the boss here and do as he says. Okay.
Well,
anything else do you want to say about Fudgy?
Well, the Berry for Free place, you can get any berry you want, and for
free.
$0.
$0. They use dollars in sign, bro.
$0, 0 cents.
Excellent.
So they're kind of giving them away, but
really, they're giving them away.
Well, they're not really giving them away, but if someone wants a berry and they don't want to pay for it, they can get them there.
That's a great place to go get berries then. I think everyone should head over there. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you want to tell us about Fudgy today? Anything else before we move to the next item in our agenda for the day?
No.
Okay. So there's been some new recent developments in your state of Signbro, hasn't there?
Yeah. And then look who there is now.
Oh, what do we have here? A stop sign ahead?
Stop ahead.
Stop ahead sign.
Look what his name is. O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. Is he Irish?
No.
No. With a name like that? Amazing. Okay. And what does O'Donnell do for a living?
Tells cars that to slow down because they will have to stop ahead, and they may not see the stop sign yet. That's where you need a stop ahead sign.
I see. That way they slow down before, so that the stop doesn't just surprise them, right?
So that they don't just, because that might be a little harder for them to stop if they're not expecting to see to have a stop sign, and there is one.
I see. Okay. And what road is he placed on typically? Do you know which road he works on, or does he kind of move around?
He kind of moves around because there's only one of him. There's not two of them like Harold.
Oh, okay. There are not two of them like Harold, so it's just one of them. So he's got to move around wherever he's needed each day, huh?
Yeah.
That's how it works there, huh? Okay, so now it says here in our itinerary, in our outline, that you wrote yourself. Yes, Romero wrote this show himself. I am just going based on his notes. We're now going to talk about two new towns. Oh, you have another sign. You didn't want to talk about the towns, or you want to
It's
save
not.
that?
It may not be. It's not gonna be in order. That's just
Oh,
the
okay.
order I put it in.
I see. We don't have to go in order of the outline card, subject to change. I see. All right. So what do you got there?
Mouch Street.
Melch Street. This is one of your originals. Haven't we met Melch Street before?
No.
Oh, okay. So Melch Street. Where is Melch Street located?
Tupik.
In Tupik, the beautiful scenic town of Tupik.
He,
That, if you want to know what it looks like, I think they can go back on the channel here, can't they, and see a short video of the town of Tupik that you built out of blocks, right?
yeah.
Yeah, just go down in the feed here on Romero P Productions on this playlist, and you'll see Tupik as it was built by this one right here, and you can see where he's talking about. Now, Mount Street is located in Tupik.
He doesn't have a seal.
He doesn't have a seal. Is there a reason he does not have a seal?
It looks that way.
It just looks that way. It also probably wouldn't fit, would it? It would be hard to fit it on there, huh?
Yeah, you just need a tiny dot, which you can't really put town of Tupik, especially because there's a pentagon in the middle.
Mm.
On this side, there's
Whoa. Do that again.
Look, he's double-sided.
Double-sided? You didn't tell me this. This is news to me. So tell me, what do you do with double-sided signs?
You just, if there's a single-sided sign, then you just need to have it facing a different way. If there's a car coming from a different way. If it's one way, it can just be facing one way.
I see. So this is on a busier road with two-way traffic, right?
May not be a busier road, but any road with two-way traffic.
Any road with two-way traffic. Okay. Now that we've got Mount Street, do you want to talk about your two new towns?
Yeah.
All right. So we've incorporated the two new towns in, what is the name of the state again?
Signbro.
In Signbro. And what are the names of these two new towns?
Salis, and there's Gugrajar.
Salis and Gugrajar. And okay, we saw a sign called Salis Ave last episode, right?
Yeah, and he's double-sided, just like Mount
And
Street.
does that road lead said driver to the town of Salis? If you follow Salis Ave, does that go to Salis?
But it goes to the very tip of Tupik.
Okay. And then you find Salis on the other side?
No,
it's nowhere near there, is
no,
it?
you find Tataskello.
Oh, okay. So nowhere near that.
And then after you find Tataskello, you find Tupik again, and then you find Consonant, and then you find Tuska, then you find Salis, then you find Gugrajar, and then you're at the tip of the state.
I see. So did the state get bigger, or did we just incorporate towns inside already existing areas?
The state extended.
The state extended to include these communities.
Instead of just putting them in another state like Twilight.
Oh, Twilight is a state next door. Is that a neighboring state?
It's next door.
I see.
Yeah, and then we have two more.
Okay. Let's see what you got here. Easy with that cord.
Now we have Chopisk.
Elliott Drive is Chopisk.
His name is Chopisk.
His name is Chopisk. So I'm assuming his job is to mark Elliott Drive. Is that right?
Yeah, to tell cars where Elliott Drive is. And to tell cars that if they take that turn, they'll be on Elliott Drive.
And what town is Ellet Drive in?
Toothpick.
Lots of Tupic in today's episode, huh?
See that seal?
Oh, yes, I do. Okay, that is the seal of the town of Tupic.
There's only one Tuska
Now,
and
oh,
one Tutuskello after this one.
oh, okay. And is Ellet Drive a busy road?
No.
No, quiet road.
Yeah.
Does it have a cul-de-sac on the end?
No.
No. Okay.
It leads somewhere else.
It leads somewhere else. Okay, so what else do you have there? Who is that other friend you've got there? Oh, good old-fashioned Main Street. All right, with the heart. What town is Main Street in?
Tutuskello.
Tutuskello has a heart on its seal, just like what city around us has a heart on its signs?
Worcester.
Worcester has heart,
It
yeah.
has nothing to do with a heart, but it's not their usual seal, and it's Main Street, but it's kind of similar to consonant, because consonant is blue, just like Tutuskello, but in the seal is circular, like Tutuskello's usual seal.
And what is Main Street's name?
Mandarin.
Mandarin, like the language in the orange?
No, Mandarin.
Mandarin, okay, not Mandarin. I was gonna say
kind of like Mandarin Street.
I was gonna ask if you named him after the language or the orange, but it's neither, huh?
No.
Okay. So tell me about Main Street here. Is it a normal Main Street?
Yeah, but in a different place.
But in a different place. Okay. And is there anything else you want to tell everybody this week before we go and call it another week?
No.
No, are you all done for today?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we then, what do we need to ask everyone to do right now?
Please subscribe and view.
Please subscribe, like, comment, view, whatever you'd like to do. It all helps get Romero P Productions and the wonderful world of Romero out to more people. So thank you everyone for joining us once again, and we'll be back next week with more characters to meet and maybe some adventures. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we say goodbye to everybody for the week?
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.